going to be doing quite a bit of walking on a farm road today. So since it's easy, flat walking, I thought I would take this opportunity to show you some of my kit that I use while hiking that makes me able to comfortably hike through so many miles. So the first thing is from the top down, I've got my hat, which you've seen before. And then you know that I put this little toggle on it for the wind. I put this on myself. This was an aftermarket edition. I'm wearing a sun shirt, and my sun shirt has a hood. So when it's sunny but warm, I can put this up, and then it doesn't add a lot of warmth, but it protects me from the sun. And then also, because it's kind of cool today, I'm wearing my fleece. This kind of fleece is called Alpha Direct. Kind of the latest and greatest technology for weight and warmth, and a bunch of different brands sell them. Mine is Senchi, that's the brand. It also has a hood like this, and it doesn't have any tightener around the hood. That's why you see me wearing it like that so much, because it's designed to have a pretty small head opening hole, so it kind of naturally just cinches around you. So if it gets chilly, if it gets windy or something like that, I'll put up both hoods to keep the wind out of my ears and to keep my head warm. When I'm not wearing my sunglasses, if it's raining for days, I just pack them away. But if it's not, then I keep them in a fanny pack. It's right here. The fanny pack is Chicken Tramper gear. It's water resistant, ultra light, and I have a 1.5 liter or 2 liter. Holds quite a bit of stuff. The boys, I believe, have the half liter ones that are smaller. And I've got here my trekking poles. I use these pretty much all the time. My trekking poles are Z-Pack. They're ultra light and they're telescoping. They've been very, very durable. They've lasted many, many miles. The next really important thing is this is a water bottle. It's attached to my arm strap here, and it's got this little nozzle on it, and whenever you want to drink, you just go like this, and your drink is right there. You don't have to take big sips or big gulps. We just take little sips constantly. It works really well for keeping you hydrated. When you want to refill it, you just take the lid off, pour water in, boom, you're done. We also have extra water bottles that we keep on the sides of our packs. Back there, or back here. I also have something very essential on my front here, which is my hanky, because I blow my nose 100 times a day. And that's why in all my videos, you see me having a red nose and you always hear me sniffing. And that's because I have really, really bad allergies. If you have any ideas of what to do for severe, intractable allergies, shoot down in the comments below. And then finally, in my fanny pack, I have a few other things that are important. I have my wallet, phone, sunglasses, headphones. This is a second hanky because my nose is so runny. I keep some snacks in here. And chapstick I'm using all the time. Sometimes I'll shove 1 or 2 other important things in there. And that's it. We got a ride here. Shuttle driver was a former farmer, a retired farmer. And he told us that all these fields that we see, these crop fields, are growing turnips. And the turnips are what they feed the livestock all winter when the grass isn't growing. All of these are great big fields of turnips. These cattle over here, they're beef cows. Here in this field, you see these big white rolls? This is hay. It's hay that's already been harvested and rolled up into these white rolls, covered in plastic so it won't get wet in the rain. And that's to feed the sheep and the other livestock during the winter. And now this field has been planted with turnips. I guess first hay, then turnips. Over here you can see a bunch of sheep. I was told what variety they are, but I can't remember. So if you know, write in the comments down below. And I know they're not merino sheep because the merino sheep live like high up in the highlands, he said. Like down here, their hooves are no good because I guess it's too muddy or something for them. And all these sheep here, they need a haircut because the guy who gave us the ride, Dennis, he was actually a sheep shearer. That was his job before he retired. He was a sheep shearer. And so when we passed these sheep, he said, oh yeah, these are going to be shorn very soon. Because you can see they have their big wool coats even though it's the middle of summer. These are all adult sheep. Something that's really interesting about these sheep is I thought these were lambs, but the farmer told me they're not lambs, they're adults. They're just very small once you take their fur coat off, so they look like lambs. So these have just been shorn, and the ones on the other side of the road haven't yet. I think they're so cute. I love them. This section is a bit boring. It's just walking on this farm road through fields and things like that. I like it, but the boys get a little bit bored. So they're entertaining themselves by fighting over really, really stupid stuff. Like they've just spent a full 45 minutes fighting over whether 12 p.m. is the middle of the night or the middle of the day. I told them the facts of the matter, but that wouldn't be fun. So things have escalated to the point now where there's definitely screaming and crying back there. So I'm trying to stay well ahead of them, stay out of the fray. I've seen this repeated many times where fighting becomes a form of entertainment, and I don't want to have any involvement in that.
Yeah, we're doing a 20-mile day. It's crazy long. And we're about 6.9 miles away now. We're just taking a little break, and these 20 miles have been pretty long. It's supposedly gonna rain pretty soon, so we're trying to go as fast as we can. So yeah, we're just trying to get into town today. Again. Since they're going as fast as they can, it's a little bit too fast for me since my feet are kind of hurting. I've been trying to keep up for them for almost the start of the day, and it isn't fun trying to actually running up to keep up. I don't think it's going to be fun for these next miles.
When we get into town, all I want to do is buy a bag of ice and have ice cold drinks for the rest of the day. My feet don't hurt. My toe socks work really well. They're separating all my toes from each other so that they're not rubbing together. We made it to the highway, so now we're out here hitchhiking again, waiting for someone to pick us up, get us into town. We got Thai food for dinner. Doesn't that look good and healthy? Here we are, back in lovely Teanu, and we're headed over to the holiday park where we're gonna stay, and we're gonna wait out one day of rain there. That's the plan. If it doesn't rain tomorrow and then it proceeds to rain the next day, I'm gonna be extremely annoyed.